Reviews, William Newing posted fastest lap today between 11 and noon. The official testing time was actually 12:07 p.m., but he didn't have an out until then, so we're counting it.
That's true.
Posted fastest lap. I'll back check it. I believe it was 20 seconds flat. It may have been 21, but the next closest was 30. So clear and away the Innovation Cup driver and car winner. William, tips for driving the track, tips about the car?
First, I'd like to thank everyone in the cohorts for showing me the routes and which trajectory was taken and guessed and tried. We've noticed that the car does turn wide, and so initially once towards the bottom of the hill where it starts to flatten out, I actually took an initial left to actually give myself a wider swing to the right and was able to come around that curve like I did in my Subaru the first time around. And so testing it out the first iteration, going slow, it actually worked, but I had to crank the wheel all the way to the left and that making that really wide left-hand turn, and it barely made it. So it's like, okay, maybe I could try it. A little drift, we'll see. Not fully gassing it, just like Don Kitch did by the fourth lap in this car at Pacific Raceway. I've got years to learn, but figured let's give it a try. So about half throttle then. Yeah, that was better.
Perfect. And let's go over the modules that are on this car. So for folks around the world with their WSXPO car, which version of the modules did this? This is pedal plate, gosh, I think it's V4. It's the S2000 steering rack with L bracket, 3/8 inch 6061 T6 L brackets holding it on, and Willwood single piston brakes divided across all four brakes. This has suspension V25 on it, so it's our A-arms, our lower A-arm with spherical rod end bearings, and then a Skunk 2 Pro C damper with the L bracket top mounted to the V25 pedal plate. So that's the suspension module that posted this top speed for this year's WSXPO Expo. This is a Moorbacher windscreen helping keep some of the dust up out and away from the driver with a single wiper. So that's morecomposites.com for that part. This is the WSXPO standard interior tub, the carbon tub. Folks, the open source plans for that, or you can buy one from wikispeed.org. You can buy it or the plans. And this is the Honda R18A with the full-size tank, so the 16-gallon tank, way more than you need. But that's what happened to be on this car today, so even more weight up high and on the back. But still, it posted the fastest time today. And it's the current rev of the clear rear crush structure, front crush structure, and side crush structure for safety that are on the website. And this these A-pillars are also reinforced for rollover protection. And those are the primary modules on the car. We didn't even take out the stereo for weight reduction. So it has the UNS Bluetooth stereo inside. And I think these are 225 millimeter wide tires. Let's check, because of course that matters. These are all mismatched, by the way, too, but running on dirt, it's not as critical. What do we have on here? It's going to matter. People are trying to reproduce this. No, that's the max load. Where are we? Whoever sees it first, call it out. I probably just panned past it. Right here it is. 205. 205 55R16 is what we have on here. Mismatched treads all the way around, but that's the width. These are very narrow even. So with better tire grip, you'd have even better chances. Will, anything you'd like to call out for someone making a car at least this fast for next year, or faster to try to trump it next year and be even cooler?
Recommendation on the Speedo, don't put it on top of the tack. It is definitely a bit harder to see.
Speedo's too high.
Yeah, it'll diminish some of the view, whereas this version of the Honda Element windscreen, it is functionally working, but it does diminish a lot of your visibility towards the end of the car, which you're already sitting really low. Okay,
so you're saying to make sure the driver can see what they need to see, reorchestrate for better visibility is probably going to help people do better next year. And you've got a year to do it. September 30th, 2018 will be the next one. This is September 30th, 2017. This is the WSXPO Linwood, Washington, United States shop. We'll look for videos from anyone else who's celebrating today, from the people who have cars all around the world, maybe the Canada team, the Texas team, maybe the folks in Germany. We'll see what people post. I'd also say, in terms of driving dynamics, I did not post the fastest lap. I posted second fastest, so take whatever I say with a grain of salt. William schooled all of us. If the front suspension is able to have even tighter turn in on the track we have, you'll have an easier time hitting the ideal line, and you'll be able to have an ideal line that's tighter, less driving distance overall. So I believe that'll be the next thing to drop time off the car. Other people who drove, any other tips that would make you feel more confident going at it next year, or make the car faster, you think, or more fun?
The visibility would help.
Visibility, Gian, yeah? James?
Yeah, that's the big thing.
Oh, sure.
Visibility.
Yeah, for most of us, it was the first 2 laps ever in the car. So, of course, getting to know the car, visibility is going to make all the difference.
Yeah.
Bruce?
Yeah, visibility and turning radius.
Okay, those might be the top 2. Now, everything could get better, but folks, you heard it. If you have iterations anytime in the next year that improve visibility or turning radius, you're going to have no problem beating this year's record, and we'll see if you beat everybody else and are number 1 next year. WikiSpeed Linwood, Washington out. WikiSpeed Expo 2017.